Welcome back to Young and Chatty with Nev and Kaylah. Today's topic of the day is going to be pet peeves.
And it goes a little something like...
Alright, so pet peeves. So basically, we're just going to be talking about things that truly bother us to the core. I feel like we both just hate the world because we made a list. We made a list, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, because I can't stand people.
Alright, so you go ahead and start with your number one.
Me? Okay. So, my first one is loud chewing, or people, like, I can still hear them chew even with their mouth closed. Because I do not want to hear your food squishing in your mouth. And there's no reason for me to hear that.
I feel like for me, I don't really notice that. Actually, no, I lied. Sometimes I do notice it, but sometimes I don't because I'm an iPad kid. When I'm eating, I have to be watching something. But there are times where I'm with my boyfriend. And I don't know, it's just the way that he chews. He goes... But like... I know no one can see it, but like, the way he does it, I can hear his teeth just making noise. I'm like, is it gone? Is it done? Can you just swallow it? Like, what else are you chewing?
That hard? That's what I would ask. Why are you chewing that hard?
But love him dearly, I do. But I be looking at him. I pause the show. I'm like, are you done? You can swallow it now. All right, I'll go. My pet peeve, my number one pet peeve, is when people talk too long with no pause. I can see if you want to come up to me and tell me something, but make it short because there's no need for you to just keep going and keep going and keep going. Yeah. Like, when does it ever end? There has been a time when I was having a conversation and they were like, look. And they just kept going and kept going. I'm sitting here watching TV and I'm, selective hearing. I'm trying to watch TV, but I'm like, are you done? Like, is this it? And then basically you could have just said this, and that instead of the whole entire story.
Yeah.
I don't need a story. Just tell me what you want to say. That's simple as that. Oh. Overcomplicating a story. That's what gets me.
Oh, I got a specific person in mind for that one.
Who? Not her calling out the coworker.
Because I never even met the man. He annoys me.
No, because literally every time we're having a conversation, he knows that I do not like overcomplication. Literally, all you have to say is this, and that. And literally, he'll tell me, I could have just said this, and that. Yeah, you could have. You most definitely could have.
This one kind of goes with your pet peeve, but it's people who call me and talk about absolutely nothing when they could have been a text message. and they keep going. I also make up lies. I'm like, okay, I gotta go, and that's.
I be doing that. I be like, look, I'm about to do something right now. I'm not gonna say the name of who do it, but love her dearly. But girl, sometimes she be calling me and then she be saying something. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And she's just a very excited person about life, and I love that for her.
Love that for you, boo. Love that for you.
Oh my God.
My next one is when people talk loud in quiet settings. Like, for example, there was one time I went to the library. I literally booked a study room, and there was a group of people in the library. Mind you, when you're in the library, that means shut up, okay? Do your work and shut up. We're in there to get our shit done, okay? Tell me why there's people literally running around, screaming, laughing. I'm like, for real? And I literally went out. I was like, look, girl, I'm doing an exam. Can you just bring it from 100 to 0 because I can't focus? Then there was another time when I was at the dentist. Okay, I went to go to the dentist, and there was like this dad. You know how like men just have that very loud manly voice. I'm like, there's like 4 people in here. Do you really have to be screaming on the top of your lungs?
With telephone?
No, he was telling the lady what his kid's name was and why they were there. I bet you fucking Canada can hear that shit.
Oh my God,
it was that loud. Go ahead.
Mine are rude people. And I'm not gonna say it, but there's these specific type of girls who are rude for no reason.
And it's like, I understand what you're saying because I don't know what it's called, but like, it's like you try to be nice to them, like you try to approach them the right way, But no matter how or what way you approach them, they just have to be rude.
Mine is just like, if I don't know you and I just walked in the store, why are you giving me a dirty look? I don't know you.
That's one of mine. When people stare at me. When people stare at me, why are you staring at me? Have you ever seen a light skin before? We exist. We exist.
It's like, okay, I went to Stater Brothers the other day, and I walked in. I'm only there just to get lettuce, bro. Like, let me just go get lettuce and go.
Not the lettuce.
This woman was like mean mugging me the entire time, and I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? Your man's is right there. I promise I don't want him. I swear.
That too.
I swear I do not want him.
Girls get so defensive when it comes to like another girl like being around like their man. I'm like, I guarantee you, I don't want that man.
Like, I'm sorry.
Didn't even know he existed.
He coexists in the world with women, and he looked like he snuck onto Earth. I do not want that.
Exactly.
Keep it.
Then for me, there was a girl at work. I mean, everybody at work, since we had to transfer to a different job, it's like those people never seen people before. Like, you work with people. Why are you looking at me like I'm a different type of breed? And like, there's this girl, she walks around like as if she hates her life. And I'm like, girl, I don't know what you going on with your life, but that don't mean you gotta stare dead into my eyes. Like, literally, I was working next to her one day, and I turn around, and, like, she's looking at me, and I'm like, what's going on, girl? Like, do you know me? Because I don't know you, so there's no need for you to be looking at me like that. So there's one. I don't know if it's your turn. It's yours. Another one for me, I'm pretty sure you said this earlier, when people can't drive or when they walk too slow.
Yeah.
That gets me. Like, I hate it when people make a turn but then they fucked up, so they have to do something. Like, that's like, what are you doing?
Or when they turn their blinkers on last minute.
For real, bro. Or when they don't put their blinker on at all.
Bro.
Like, how am I supposed to know where you're going? And then when people walk so slow, oh my god, when I was at work, there were these 3 girls. Mind you, there's so many people behind you. Why are you walking so slow? If you know you're gonna walk slow, get the fuck out the way so people can go to where they gotta go.
Another one of mine is coughing. I can't stand it. It's just like, I understand you gotta like clear your throat or something like that, but when you keep going.
But when you do it
Aggressively.
I get it. If there's something stuck, then get it out. But
go outside. Don't do it near me. Like, do not do it near me. Do not do it near me.
Why are you coughing aggressively? Like, you just gotta go, and that's it. Like, that's it. Another one for me is when someone calls me to ask a question, and then they ask the question, but then be like, oh, never mind, I could just do this. Then why did you call me? But yeah, I just can't stand it when people do that. It's like, why are you calling me in the first place? Why didn't you just take the time to think about it a little bit longer before you called me? But I appreciate you calling me, though, but don't ever do that shit again.
I don't appreciate when people call me.
Man.
Okay, this one is kind of weird, but mine is chihuahuas or small dogs in general. Especially when they bark.
Bro,
I'm gonna
kick them because
I cannot stand any type of small dog. I can't do it. I see one and instantly get irritated. I cannot do it.
Okay, another one for me would be unnecessary comments. We could be talking about something and then someone will make a comment. It's like,
shut up.
What is that got to do with anything? What are you talking about?
Or just giving their opinions when it has nothing to do with what's going on. I just feel like when people touch my stuff or use it.
Same here.
I can't do it. I really can't. For example, my sister. I'm gonna knock her head off her shoulder. She touched
No,
one
because
more.
let me tell you, my mom. I cussed my mom out earlier today. So I texted my mom. I said, "Where's my spinach? What happened to my milk? Because I have lactate. I have to have that milk. Where's my milk? You're not lactose. Why are you drinking my lactate? That's for Nevaeh and Nevaeh only."
Me with my sister, I have eczema, so what they use, I can't use. So every time I go in like my stuff to get my lotion, halfway gone, and I'm like, Kirani, I know it's you.
Okay, so that's another one for me. I went to go take a shower one time, and mind you, I don't need a lot on my loofah. You don't need a lot on that loofah. You need a couple of squirts, and that's it. I still had soap. Now I bought that soap like not even a month ago. And I get in the shower, and it's gone. I opened it, put it on my loofah. Bitch, tell me why water came out.
Oh my god.
Tell me why water came out of my fucking soap. So I texted my mom. I said, did you use my soap? Like, I just bought you some soap. And the soap was sitting literally in the shower. Like, her soap that I bought her. So why are you using my soap?
Oh, yeah. That irritates me badly.
My perfume, my hair stuff. Like, see, I wouldn't mind if you ask. But if you just use it and then not say anything that it's gone, that's what gets me.
Yeah.
Another one for me would be when people are slurping like a drink and they're just slurping and keep slurping it, but there's obviously nothing in there. So it's like, what are you slurping, air? I was at the movie theater one time with my mom, my brother, and there was a guy behind us, and he just kept going. And I turned around and I said, there's nothing in there. And my mom was like, Bea, stop. I'm like, but there's nothing in there. What are you slurping? Throw it away.
Oh my god. Mine is to mix your foods around too much. Like, you know, like the plastic salads or the salad that comes in plastic containers and they shake it, but they keep going. Like, bro, there's not that much ranch for you to do that. I promise you.
You don't just layer that shit on there.
God, mix it around or something, but you do not have to shake it. God damn.
I think it's your turn.
My turn? Mine is when I have my AirPods in and people still talk to me while I have them in.
Like, you see, I can't hear you, so why are you talking to me?
Again, my sister. She talks a lot. She talks a lot. And my grandma. Like, I will be sitting there minding my business, AirPods in, and my grandma will be talking to me, and I'll look at her. I see that her mouth is moving, but she's not looking at me, so I don't think she's talking to me. But then she comes and she taps me repeatedly, and I'm like, Gloria, you got one more time.
I mean, okay, so
You got one more.
that's kind of like the same for me. I'd be in my room and I'd be doing homework, and then my grandpa would be like, can you show me how to put something on my watch? I said, well, can I finish my homework first? And he's like, oh yeah, do your thing. 20 minutes later, so when are you gonna show me how to put this on my watch? Like, I know you're so happy about your watch, but can I finish my business first? Please.
Oh my god.
I'm like in the middle of an essay wondering about your watch. The watch ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be there tomorrow.
Oh,
if we don't get to it today, we're gonna get to it tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, the next day. Do you have another one? So I have one more.
Yeah, I have one more too. It's when people don't know the difference between there, and there.
That was mine. Grammar issues. If you can't speak, don't talk at all. Don't talk at all.
Please.
People be talking and they use the wrong word. I'm like, what? And that's what gets me. I'll be
It's
like,
that,
bro.
or when they pronounce something wrong.
Okay, so like for example, one of my family members, when they text, she'll be like, this is our things, as in A-R-E. No, babe. Our. O-U-R. O-U-R.
Mine is just when people text in general. Like when I be on Instagram and like I'm scrolling through stories, and it's mostly guys I know who do this. The way they type, like you, it's YH. You. Just put O. It does not have to be spelled like that. Or when they use all kinds of different like slang and stuff, it's like what are you
abbreviations?
saying? Yeah.
I feel
What
like
are you
people
saying?
do it to just fit in. Like just use the word as what it is.
Well, I feel like my IQ lowers every time I read it.
And it sure do, because I'd be like, there's some times I'd be like, read this. What are they saying? You're not saying it the right way.
I have a cousin who types like that, and he'll get mad when I leave him on red. But I'm like, bro, I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about right now.
My brain explodes when I read things like that. Like there's sometimes where my mom, she'd be texting me. She don't use like those types of like abbreviations, but it's just her wording, like the way she puts the words. Sometimes I have to read that message like 5 times slow, because I'm like, I know I'm not stupid.
Bro,
I know I'm not.
Have you
So
ever
what's
been
going
in like
on?
class or something, and like when you're reading, but you keep reading the same line over and over? That's how I feel like reading those texts. So I have to take a breath and read it again.
And then I get frustrated because I don't understand. I tell them like, I don't understand what you're saying, and then they get frustrated because they don't think that I'm understanding what they're saying. I'm like,
I was like, bro, I don't. Like,
So,
what are you talking
if
about?
you would have just said it the right way, then we would be no.
On those ones, I'm like, okay, call me. Because what are you saying?
No, I've done that before. I was driving and I got a text message and they were like, "Wait, are you gonna answer?" I'm like, "Bro, call me because you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense
I have
whatsoever."
no idea what you're talking about right
That's
now.
insane. Whoa. Alright guys, so that's it for today's episode. Remember that we do have episodes coming out every Friday. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. And just thank you for listening. And remember guys,
Stay young.
stay chatty.